Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video, and it is time once again for some more predictions, because you know I make the most accurate of predictions. So, of course, tomorrow we have not one, but two events. It feels like a mini E3 tomorrow. We got, of course, a Nintendo Direct, and we got a new State of Play. Now, the State of Play is probably less hype, but the Nintendo Direct, that's pretty hype. That's pretty hype. So I wrote down some predictions for the Nintendo Direct. We'll do those for this video, and then we'll do a State of Play later. It's gonna be 40 minutes long. Actually, it says it right here, right? Roughly 40 minutes of information focused on Nintendo Switch games releasing this winter, which could mean anywhere. Like, honestly, it'll probably they probably mean just pretty much anything coming out for the rest of the year, and then early next year too. So I have a feeling we're gonna see some stuff that will be coming out very soon. Not exactly winter, because winter doesn't even start until December, but I'm gonna guess probably the last couple months of this year at least. You know, maybe October, November, December, and then maybe January, February, March. That's my guess. Is what pretty much everything that's possibly coming out in those few months will be here. So let's get to it. We're gonna just start off straight off with obvious stuff. Like, even though they just did a direct, I would not be surprised if we see Super Mario Wonder here. Like, it'd be weird if we don't see it in some form, maybe a reveal of some sort. You know, ooh, here you go, you get to be I don't know, Master Chief or something. I don't know, that'd be sick. But yeah, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that surprising if it's not there. They did a whole direct. They'll probably do something else before the game comes out. But yeah, so that I think what will definitely be there though is Super Mario RPG. We haven't seen anything about that game besides that trailer that came out a few months ago. So it'd be nice to get some gameplay, even though we got gameplay already, but like maybe a little bit more. I haven't played that game since I was a kid, so it'd be really nice to see more of that again. It's crazy that that actually is a thing. Nintendo's got a pretty good rest of the year. Like, even if there's only like what 2 or 3 games, they're big ones, big chunky ones. So, and they're both Mario, the ones I'm thinking of at least. Do they have anything else? They got Pokemon DLC, which is actually my next prediction. Pokemon DLC will be here. I'm sure it will be real quick. Like, just a reminder that's coming. I'm sure. There you go. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. I always put this in my predictions. There's going to be some weird cloud port of a game that can't run on Switch. They always do this where they just have a game that like is like, whoa, how the hell is that going to run on Switch? And then you find out, oh, it's because it's going to be a cloud game. So I'm going to guess, if I had to guess one game, I don't know why I'm thinking about it, Dead Space, the remake. That would be a weird one. Maybe Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 might make sense because they had all the other games on there. So Resident Evil 4 remake would make sense too. So I'm just going to throw that out there. This one, I literally just wrote this down. I'm like, I don't know what game it will be, but I'm going to write this down, and if I'm right, I'm right. I just wrote, an old JRPG everyone forgot returns. Now, I'm hoping Golden Sun. I didn't forget it. Most people didn't forget it, if you're cool. But I just wrote that down. I don't know what that even means. That's how I felt. I was like, an old JRPG everyone forgot. It's going to come back. What is it going to be? Huh? I don't know. Hey, ActRaiser came back a couple years ago. No, not really a JRPG exactly, but you know what? Something like that. You know, something weird that people don't think about anymore is coming back, baby. Golden Sun would be amazing. Ooh, but yeah. The new Fantasy Life game will probably be here. That's a kind of like a life sim JRPG kind of thing. Never played the original. I think it's supposed to be kind of a farming game, I think. Is it supposed to be a part of the Rune Factory series? I'm not 100% sure. It might not be. But, yeah, so Fantasy Life will probably be there. I just wrote down a bunch of farming games because that's usually the case with Nintendo Direct. There's going to be at least 2 or 3 or 20 farming games, so I put that there. Fantasy Life I didn't really include into that because I'm not 100% sure if it's a farming game. So wrote that down. Deca Police, this is that one game that if you watch anybody's reaction, they all act weird about it because it's like you're an anime police officer or something. Okay. But I only remember this game because I remember people's reactions like, play us please. I'm like, shut up. Anyway, so shut the fuck up. Deca Police, yeah. I mean, I didn't think it looked like amazing, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see some more anime weeb shit. You know me, I like that stuff. I wrote this down, even though I don't think it's gonna actually be here. DS games. I just wrote down. I put like 3 question marks. DS games. Because I don't think it's going to be there. I even wrote down probably too early. I mean, GBA games were just announced like what, earlier this year, and they don't really put that many. And Game Boy Color games also, and Game Boy. But I did write if no DS games, which would probably make sense. No DS games, considering also how they're going to do the dual screen. I guess you would have to play those games with the screens on the side. You know what I mean? Like one side of the screen is here and the other side is here. And then you just touch the screen or something. I mean, they could make it work. It would probably work out fine. But, or maybe you could put it to the side. Oh, and play it like that. That would be completely ill-advised, considering how, like, a lot of DS games, you just use controls. But one thing I did wrote, right? Oh, God. I didn't. Oh, wait, hold on. I got another one. No, I don't. Wait, you gotta do. Oh, fuck. Anyway, one thing I did write down for old retro games, this one for Game Boy, is I wrote down the old Pokemon games because I always want that. I always write it down in hopes that it happens, and yep, fingers crossed it does, but I guess I shouldn't hold my breath for that one. But anyway, so yeah, wrote down DS games, possible, but probably not. And then I wrote down Pokemon. I just want Pokemon red, blue, silver, gold, and yellow, please, and green. Put Pokemon green also. That'd be kind of fun. They do put the Japanese games up, right? So that would be actually kind of cool. That would be an awesome, like, whoa. But we'll see. Hey, that is possible. That would be actually a perfect thing to come out now too, because the new Pokemon DLC comes out in a couple months. So you know, hey, some Pokemon, some old school Pokemon. Good Pokemon, as I call it. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? I really like Pokemon Arceus. So, anyway, I didn't play Scarlet yet. I've heard it's not great, though. Anyway, so there you go. I wrote this one, even though this was probably not going to happen. They would give it more of a... Maybe they wouldn't. You know, no, I'm going to say this might actually happen. New Mario Party? I mean, it's been a couple of years since the last one, and usually about 2 or 3 years is when we get a new one. Which is crazy because back in the day we would get one. It felt like every year, but now it's like, you know, we get one every 2 to 3 years. They actually just announced a Demon Slayer board game, Mario Party style game, which sounds ridiculous. So it made me actually think about Mario Party today. That's the only reason why I put that on there. So new Mario Party, or what would be really what I would really appreciate is some DLC for the last one, Mario Party Superstars, because I play that game a lot with my cousins. We haven't played it in a little while, but we used to play it a lot, and that would, you know, that would make us want to go back. That's for sure. So that'd be kind of cool. So if you do that, that'd be nice. Hey, you know, hey, yeah, it's just an idea. I'm just saying. All right, this one is definitely not going to happen. But I was thinking about Wii U games, you know, as I normally do, because you know I'm a big Wii U guy. But this is one of the games that is still on Wii U and it's not on fucking Switch. So I just had to put it. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I mean, I know it's not everyone's favorite. It's probably everyone's least favorite. But hey, Xenoblade Chronicles X would be nice to see on Switch, just to have the entire Xenoblade Chronicles series on there. Or what would be really cool is Xenogears. That'd be nice. Or Xenosaga. That'd be kind of cool. Pretty much any of the other Xeno games. Because Xenogears, I loved it as a kid. I don't remember if I ever finished it, though, to be fair. But I never really played Xenosaga. I think I did, but I never finished any of them, I don't think. I want to say I definitely played 1. I don't remember if I played 2 or 3. Episode 1 and episode 2 and 3. I want to get it right before someone corrects me. No one usually watches these videos this far. I could say anything right now. Honestly, thinking about it, I could say anything really awful, really horrendous right now, and no one will know. No one will know. What could I say right now? No one will ever catch me because no one watches these videos this far in. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say it right here. I think. Let me think. I'm trying to think of something really, because I was gonna say something. I'll say this. This isn't as controversial. You know what? I think men are better women. How about what else? I think women should be just in the kitchen, right? You suck. Got you again. Controversial. If you're watching this far, fuck you. Anyway, let's get back to it. I always write this down every time I do predictions. New Donkey Kong game? I heard rumors about there possibly being a new Donkey Kong game, so I was just like, well, I'm gonna write it down anyway. I might as well just have like a template for my Nintendo Direct predictions and just like have it, be like the first 5 or 6 be the ones I always say, like Cloud game, Donkey Kong game, the next thing I'm about to say, which I won't spoil, and then Metroid Prime 4 would be, that's also I'm gonna say later, and then like a bunch of other stuff, yeah, so a new Donkey Kong game. I think this actually will happen. I'm gonna say it right here as I take a swig. I think it's gonna happen. There you go. I cross my arms. That means you can't change my mind. You can't change my mind. Anyway, so there you go. That's not it. I'm just saying that's Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong's gonna happen. Anyway, next, this one I always say also. I think it's gonna happen. Eventually. Maybe not now, but it would be really cool if it happened. This would be a perfect February release, or actually even January release. I'll say January. Zelda, Twilight Princess HD, and Wind Waker HD. Speaking of Wii U, those are Wii U versions of those games. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Twilight Princess HD because it just made everything look kind of, I don't know. It didn't really do the best job of up-resing that game. They even like made some of the characters' faces look way worse, in my opinion. But Wind Waker HD was fantastic. So I would love if those came out. There's no way in hell they'd ever bundle those two together in one package. They should, but they would never do it. But those games are great. I would probably buy them again, especially if they actually add more to them. Especially like Twilight Princess HD, if they did it finally, where they made it like, good. Good HD. Like even with Skyward Sword HD, like that game definitely looks better, than the Wii version. Obviously it would, but it looked much better actually. So I hope they would do the same with Twilight Princess HD. They take the HD version they already had and actually make it look good, But Wind Waker HD I don't really need to fuck with too much because that game looked amazing when it first came out, but then freaking the HD remaster, I almost want to call it a remake. I know it's not, but it looks so good that if you told me it was a remake, I'd believe you. It looks so good. Anyway, so I think maybe only one of them will be there. Wind Waker, if one of them. Wind Waker would be cool. Hey, they have all these games they could just re-release again, and fucking idiots like me will pay $60 to buy them again, so I'm a fucking moron. It's true. It's true. I know the rumors around there. Some people were like wondering, "Hey, I heard rumors about you being a fucking idiot." I could tell you the rumors are true. I'm a fucking moron. I will buy them again. Anyway, next, this one I feel like I actually put this here a lot, but this would be awesome considering what we have coming up soon from this franchise, and that is Castlevania, baby. Now, what do you think I'm going to say for Castlevania? Brand new game? That would be amazing. It probably ain't gonna happen. No, they've been releasing the compilation collection games recently. Of course, they just did the GBA ones. They did, of course, a regular one. They did Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. I would love the DS trilogy. I've been saying this. The DS games are great. They're awesome. Re-release those on Switch. They would be amazing. Again, you'd have to rework them somewhat. Obviously, because the DS screen, I guess they wouldn't need to really fuck around too much. I think with Dawn of Sorrow, didn't you have to do some things on the bottom screen? But most of it was like inventory stuff, so you could probably fix it. Yeah, that's the only reason why I think like this might not happen anytime soon, is because they would actually have to put some work into it to make it work on Switch or Xbox or PS4 or whatever. But I would love for that to happen. Those games are great. Excellent Castlevania games. I would say those games are better than the GBA games. I mean, Harmony of Dissonance is amazing. Aria of Sorrow is too, but I don't know. Castlevania DS are great games. They're all great. Anyway, I haven't played them since they came out, but they're great. Anyway, so I just wanted to throw that out there. It would be cool considering Castlevania Nocturne is coming out in a couple weeks. So, Princess Peach, of course, we have a Princess Peach game coming. I have a feeling we'll at least get a trailer for it and a title. Super Princess Peach 2. Maybe just a remake, or maybe it'll just be called that, and we'll pretend like they didn't already have Super Princess Peach before. That'd be cool. I'm looking forward to a Princess Peach game. I had to write this down. Silk Song. Now I wrote this down before they announced the state of play. So I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna say right here, if it's not at the Nintendo Direct, it will be at the state of play. State of play is all about third-party games and indie games, which Silk Song counts as both. So. You never know. Anyway, so Silk Song, I wrote it down. And the last two things I have here. Let's say this one first. Metroid Prime 4. I wrote down, I didn't even write down Metroid Prime 4 will be here. I wrote Metroid Prime 4 would be the dream. That would be very nice. But if it doesn't happen, which it's possible it won't, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Remastered. We had Metroid Prime remastered earlier this year. I have a feeling they have all these games already finished, remastered, and they're waiting a few months in between to drop them. And they're going to drop them in the shadow way. That's right. Shadow drop, just like they did with Metroid Prime 1 earlier this year. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes remastered shadow drop would be awesome. What they could do, though, this would be awesome if they said Metroid Prime 2 Echoes remastered, and maybe even show 3. Whatever. Also, 3 is coming later next year or something like that, or later this year or something. And then they go into Metroid Prime 4. Wouldn't that be sick? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That'd be awesome. Oh, man. Oh, it's not going to happen. There's no way. Anyway, there you go. That's it. I mean, I wrote down a lot of predictions here. Yeah. So, just real quick, Super Mario Wonder, Super Mario RPG, Pokemon DLC, weird cloud port of a weird game that doesn't run on Switch, an old JRPG everyone forgot returns, new Fantasy Life game trailer, a bunch of farming games, Deca Police, DS games, probably not, new Mario Party, Pokemon games on Game Boy, forgot to say that, Xenoblade Chronicles X, a new Donkey Kong game, Zelda Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD, Castlevania DS Trilogy, Princess Peach game, Silk Song, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Remastered, and Metroid Prime 4. So there you go. That's my predictions. Obviously, that's way too much for a 40-minute thing, but just gotta say stuff. Just gotta say stuff. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Let me know what your predictions are, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.